The hidden treasures of the Aztec Empire. While the Aztec Empire may be long gone, its legacy still remains. This powerful civilization is known for its advanced agricultural practices, impressive architecture, and rich cultural traditions. But did you know that they also had hidden treasures beyond our imagination which was lost? Let's dive into this and see what actually happened. Just imagine, the majestic Aztec Empire was reigning over central Mexico since the early 15th century, an entity born from the alliance between three powerful city-states, Tenochtitlan, Texcoco, and Tlacopan. This triple alliance held dominion over a staggering 6 million souls. At the helm was none other than Montezuma II, the ninth Aztec emperor. From his grand palace in Tenochtitlan, Montezuma wielded power that stretched far and wide, launching an ambitious expansionist strategy since seizing the throne in 1502. During his reign, the Aztec Empire didn't just grow, it flourished. Its boundaries extended, its power solidified, and its wealth multiplied. But Montezuma II didn't stop there. He transformed the already magnificent city of Tenochtitlan into a cultural marvel, teeming with a zoo brimming with exotic animals, botanic gardens that painted an explosion of colors, and a library that housed the wisdom of the empire. And among this cultural cornucopia stood the city's grand pyramids, temples, and plazas, each a testament to the Aztecs' architectural prowess. The 16th century was a time seeping with audacity and greed. Among the ashes of the once magnificent Tenochtitlan, the heart of the Aztec Empire, Hernán Cortés and his band of conquistadors claimed what they dared to name New Spain. This was not just a conquest of land, but a robbery of cultural heritage, a treasure trove that went beyond any worldly measure. Thousands of pounds of gold, silver, and jewels were seized, but the real astonishment lay in the priceless pieces of Aztec art, each telling an untold story of a bygone era. In the world of the Aztecs, wealth was more than just gold and silver. It was a vibrant tapestry of bright feathers, ornate jewels, and pristine cotton. While the Spaniards coveted the gleam of gold, the Aztecs reveled in the iridescence of quetzal and hummingbird-feathered cloaks, a symbol of opulence and power. Jewels like jade and turquoise held a profound place in their hearts, as did the soft, comforting touch of cotton. Trading in a marketplace brimming with diversity, they used cacao beans as a form of currency. In short, the Aztec concept of wealth was a mesmerizing blend of art, colors, and textures, a far cry from the Spanish obsession with gold. Now, when the Spanish set foot on the threshold of Tenochtitlan, they found themselves in the heart of an empire experiencing its zenith. Montezuma II welcomed them warmly, reciprocating their arrival with tokens of gold and silver on the city's causeway. This encounter marked one of the most pivotal turning points in American history. The waters get a bit muddied from here on, as the details of subsequent events largely rely on the writings of Cortés, who penned his account over a year later for King Charles I of Spain. According to Hernán Cortés, Montezuma II perceived the Spanish as embodiments of divine prophecy, a prophecy that had been whispered down the Aztec generations of mighty foreign warriors destined to subjugate their lands. The Spanish conquistador even went as far as to claim that Montezuma held the Aztec throne only as a placeholder for the Spanish king. After a supposed surrender, the Aztec emperor is said to have invited the Spanish into his grand empire, where they would inhabit for the following 6 months. However, these narratives are shrouded in a misty veil of skepticism. The notion of the Spanish appearing godlike to the Aztecs and Montezuma's alleged surrender are possibly fabrications carefully woven by Cortés to bolster his own image. Montezuma did indeed invite the Spanish into his realm, but the motives behind it most likely stem from an inherent curiosity to learn more about these foreign entities, a decision which would subsequently haunt him and his empire. As the months passed, the Spanish found themselves spiraling down an insidious path. The tension between the Aztecs and their exotic guests began to simmer, threatening to boil over at any moment. The fateful evening arrived in May 1520 during the festival of Toxcatl. This grand ceremony, dedicated to the honor of the mighty god Tezcatlipoca, transformed into a bloodbath that would leave an indelible stain in the annals of history. While the Aztec nobility and warriors reveled in the charm of the great temple, the Spanish, like specters, crept in, sealing every exit. The dance of celebration turned into a dance of death as the Spanish soldiers, in a gruesome show of power, descended upon the unarmed celebrants, slaughtering them by the hundreds. The conquistadors justified their act as a noble rescue mission, claiming to have saved the innocent from being ritual sacrifices. The Aztecs, however, presented a starkly different perspective. They argued that the glimmer of gold showcased in the festival fired up the conquerors' greed, leading to the horrifying massacre. After that night, pandemonium reigned supreme. The once peaceful and prosperous city of Tenochtitlan was transformed into a war zone as the Aztecs rallied against the Spanish interlopers. The conquistadors, taken aback by the sudden eruption of rebellion, attempted to use Montezuma as a bargaining chip to quell the uprising. Concurrently, an absent Cortés hurried back only to find his hold on the city slipping away. As the situation spiraled out of control, the Spanish, laden with stolen treasures, began a desperate escape under the veil of darkness in early July 1520. The grand escape, however, quickly turned disastrous as alarm bells rang out, and their attempted exodus became a bloody skirmish on the city's causeways. Between the chaos, Montezuma met his fateful end, either at the hands of his captors or by his own kin, who blamed him for the invaders' presence. That tragic night would forever be etched in history as La Noche Triste, the sad night. It was when the legendary tale of Montezuma's lost treasure emerged. As the tale goes, the Spaniards, in their haste to escape, discarded their stolen loot in the surrounding waters, a symbolic shedding of their greed as they fought for survival. Cortés, despite his initial flight from Tenochtitlan, returned within a year, armed with a fresh force that would eventually overthrow the new Aztec emperor and decimate the empire. However, the legendary lost treasure of Montezuma remained elusive. The prevailing theory suggests that during the Spanish absence, the Aztecs retrieved the treasure from Lake Texcoco and concealed it in a secret location. This undisclosed location has been a subject of spirited discussions and countless speculations over the centuries. Some legends suggest that the treasure was transported north into what is now the United States, passionately guarded by Aztec warriors. The most popular theory points towards Utah, primarily fueled by the tales of a prospector named Freddie Crystal, who claimed to have found Aztec maps in Mexico that led to this location. However, despite these legends, no substantial proof of Montezuma's treasure has been unearthed in the United States. The only verified relic, a 1.9-kilogram gold bar, was discovered in Mexico City in 1981, suggesting that perhaps the treasure never indeed left Mexico. Yet the beauty of uncovering one of history's greatest mysteries continues to captivate treasure hunters, inspiring them to persist in their quest. So, the Spanish may have initially appeared in a favorable light to the Aztecs, but as history shows, their greed and lust for power ultimately led to the downfall of an ancient empire. The legends and tales surrounding Montezuma's lost treasure continue to fascinate us today, reminding us of the enduring allure of hidden riches and the consequences of human folly. If you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Also, let us know in the comments if you want to see more videos on similar topics. Goodbye until next time.